Welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. I'm WCTV staff member Adrian, filling in this week. I'm coming to you from my home studio due to weather today. We say thank you to our friends at the Yum Yum Shop for underwriting Next Week in Wolfeboro. It is through the support of underwriters and donors like you that programs like this are possible on Wolfeboro Community Television. If you would like to underwrite a program for Wolfeboro Community Television, please contact our producers at 569-0219. We also want you to let your friends and family from out of town know they can watch our program on YouTube. Just search Next Week in Wolfeboro and you will find our channel. Alright, let's start right out with a report from Chamber of Commerce. Mrs. DeVries is ready with a report. We're sending it over to you, Mrs. DeVries.
Hi and welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. My name is Mary. I'm inside the Information Center located in the former railroad station. Come down and see us. We'd love to say hi, and also you can pick up lots of information about the area, including the community calendar of events. So there are some things coming up, and this weekend in fact is the fishing derby, and that's the Rotary Club over in Meredith and Laconia. They put that on every year, and you can fish anywhere and enter the derby, or just get out and watch some other people fishing. It's a lot of fun to see that ice fishing and be a part of that community. So I hope you can get outside this weekend. The following week, don't forget, Friday, February 14th is Valentine's Day. Just want to put a reminder there about that special day. And then on Saturday the 15th is the Progressive Ski Dinner over at Abenaki Ski Area. And if you have questions about that or you haven't registered yet, please give them a call at 569-5639. The Wolfeboro Friends of Music that evening, Saturday the 15th, puts on its next concert. This time is Tapestry in Postcards from France. And that live group will perform at 7 o'clock inside the First Congregational Church on South Main Street. Again, a 7 o'clock show on the 15th. And let's see what else. Just a look ahead a little bit. Remember, Life Ministries Food Pantry opens the first and third Wednesday of the month. So the next time is on Wednesday, February 19th. Voting all over is coming up shortly in March. And so there's some deliberative sessions happening now, and also the Chamber of Commerce will be putting on a public meeting on Thursday, March 6th, 4:30 to 6:30, and that is open to the public, and we'll hear from the different elected officials about what the warrant articles really mean, so you have that information before you go and vote. Give us a call here if you're interested in that meeting or have any questions about any events. And our number is 569-2200. And just before I forget, we have the Parks and Rec winter brochures here if you want to pick up one of those while you stop in to say hi. And that's it. So for now, remember to shop, dine, and have fun in your town. See ya.
Thank you, Mrs. DeVries. Here are some other things we would like to share with you, starting out with Friday, February 7th. The Kingswood High School Alpine Ski Team are competing at King Pine at 10 a.m. Go Knights! Join the Wolfeboro Public Library for Friday morning Scrabble at 10:30 a.m. The Kingswood High School girls basketball team have an away game versus Hanover at 6:30 p.m. Go Knights! The Kingswood High School boys basketball team have a home game versus Hanover at 7 p.m. Go Knights! Saturday, February 8th. The Kingswood High School joint girls hockey team have a home game versus Exeter at 5 p.m. Go Nightwolves! The Kingswood High School boys hockey team have an away game versus Kennett at 7:10 p.m. Go Knights! Sunday, February 9th. The Kingswood High School track team are competing at Plymouth State at 10 a.m. Go Knights! Monday, February 10th. The Wolfeboro Public Library hosts drop-in cribbage at 1:30 p.m. Tuesday, February 11th. The Kingswood High School girls basketball team have a home game versus Hollis Brooklyn at 6 p.m. Go Knights! The Kingswood High School boys basketball team have an away game versus Hollis Brooklyn at 6 p.m. Go Knights! The Wolfeboro Planning Board will be meeting at the Wolfeboro Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 7 p.m. If you would like to watch the Planning Board meeting from home, Wolfeboro Community Television will be broadcasting this meeting live on Channel 25 and on WCTV YouTube channel. Wednesday, February 12th. The Kingswood High School wrestling team are competing at Merrimack at 5:30 p.m. Go Knights! The Kingswood High School boys hockey team have an away game versus Berlin Gorham at 6 p.m. Go Knights! The Kingswood High School joint girls hockey team have a home game versus Concord at 7 p.m. Go Nightwolves! Thursday, February 13th. The Wolfeboro Police Commission will be meeting at the Wolfeboro Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 6 p.m. If you would like to watch the Police Commission meeting from home, Wolfeboro Community Television will be broadcasting this meeting live on Channel 25 and on the WCTV YouTube channel. Friday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day! Saturday, February 15th. The Wolfeboro Friends of Music have a concert featuring the band Postcards from France at the First Congregational Church of Wolfeboro at 7 p.m. Okay, let's send it over to the Parks and Recreation Department. Lexi Austin is ready with an update on all things Parks and Rec. We're sending it over to you, Lexi Austin.
Thanks, Lexi from Parks and Rec. With just a couple updates, there are still some spots open for Progressive Ski Dinner on Saturday, February 15th, so make sure to sign up for that. It's a fun night. Keep an eye out for the Winter Carnival events that will be announced this week. We have a lot of fun stuff lined up. The March 17th senior lunch will be March 17th on St. Patrick's Day. Make sure you sign up on Rec Desk. Rec Desk signups will be available at the end of the week. The 2025 Ball Hockey League signups are still available on Rec Desk, so make sure you sign up for that before the sign-up window is closed. We are doing a nice, fun Paint the Ice for $5 before it's taken out for the season, so make sure you sign up for that on Rec Desk as well. It should be fun. You can sign up for the town-wide yard sale and craft fair on May 3rd to be a vendor. And keep an eye out for details on the Senior Health and Fitness Fair that will be on Wednesday, May 28th. If you'd like to be a vendor, please give us a call. We'd be more than happy to provide you with additional details.
Thank you, Lexi Austin. Joyce Davis is at the Wolfeboro Public Library with an update. We're sending it over to you, Joyce Davis.
The winter session of Preschool Storytime has begun with Jennifer McLeod, our Youth Services Director. Story times will take place on Tuesday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Preschool Storytime offers stories, songs, and movement for ages 3 and under. Jennifer also has a great kids program planned for February school vacation break. The folks from Wildlife Encounters will present a global tour with live animals on Tuesday, February 25th at 2 o'clock. A wildlife educator will lead the audience on an imaginary safari around the world. 7 globally diverse ambassador animals will be featured. Meet live animals whose ancestors lived in a variety of habitats and places on Earth. Please register in advance on our website. This program is made possible by a generous grant from the Nicole Jutras Fund of the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation. The 97th Academy Awards presentation will be held this year on Sunday, March 2nd. To celebrate great movies, the library will feature a display of past Academy Award winners on DVD, as well as some of this year's nominated films. In addition, we have thousands of DVDs from classics to documentaries to TV series available for you to borrow. Our March 2nd Tuesday book discussion will take place on March 11th at 1 o'clock. We'll be discussing The Plot by Jean Korelitz. It's a suspenseful literary thriller about an arrogant and struggling author who steals a brilliant plot idea from one of his deceased students. The novel he writes based on the stolen idea becomes a massive bestseller. However, as his success grows, he begins to receive anonymous messages suggesting that someone knows his secret. The plot is a gripping exploration of creativity, theft, and guilt. Copies are now available. The Lakes Region Genealogy Interest Group is conducting a series of genealogy skills classes starting every Wednesday from 10:30 to noon. Learn the latest genealogy updates, plus get tools and tricks to help you on your family search journey. No need to register, just drop in. And every Wednesday, Beth from the Lakes Region Genealogy Interest Group will provide personal help with genealogy research in our Thayer room from 10 to 3. She'll be available from 12:30 to 3 on first Wednesdays to accommodate her earlier skills class. Visit our website for more information on setting up an appointment with Beth. Our IT coordinator, Mike, hosts Tech Tuesdays every week from 10 to 4 to offer one-on-one tech help. Please call in advance to set up an appointment. And beginning Thursday, February 13th, and running through Thursday, April 10th, IRS-trained AARP volunteers will be on hand to help you prepare your income tax returns. Appointments are necessary. Call us at 569-2428 to sign up. On Tuesday, February 25th at 6 p.m., Dan Coons will present Lions and Leopards and Hippos, Oh My. He'll talk about the trip he and his wife took with friends to East Africa to go on safari, with the added bonus of climbing Kilimanjaro. That's 6 o'clock on February 25th. If you're a fan of science fiction and fantasy, consider joining our new Sci-Fi Fantasy Book Club. Our next discussion will take place on Tuesday, March 4th at 6. We'll be discussing A Canticle for Leibowitz by Walter Miller. Copies are now available. And don't forget, if you're looking for something to do that's fun and free with no commitments, we have drop-in cribbage on Mondays at 1, Mahjong Thursdays at 1, and Scrabble Fridays at 10:30.
Thank you, Joyce Davis. Father Cole is at St. Katherine Drexel Catholic Church with a report. We're sending over to you, Father Cole.
Well, hi. Father Bob Cole here at St. Katherine Drexel. We just had morning mass here. It's Friday, the 7th of February, would you believe that? And we really had a very cold weekend this past Sunday morning. I came to the 8:30 mass. It was 7 below zero. And I didn't expect anybody to be at church. I was so impressed with our people, with our congregation. We really had a good turnout for both the 8:30 and the 10:30 on a bitterly cold morning. So that's great. Good, strong faith and tough old New Englanders, huh? They come right out here. I told them no mosquitoes, no black flies when it's 7 below zero. So right now we just finished morning mass, and in the church we've begun Eucharistic adoration. We have that every Friday until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and people drop in. They usually spend an hour, if they can, just in the presence of Christ, the risen Christ, in the Eucharist. Quiet. I mean, there's no electrical devices, no cell phones or anything like that. Just quiet. And the language of God is silence, just to be in silence. Jesus often went out to pray in silence, so we don't get enough silence. So if you want to get some silence, drop in on a Friday after Mass up until 1 o'clock. You're always welcome. Okay, so while Eucharistic adoration has begun, right now Gertrude Hammond is in the parish hall every Friday morning. It's an adult Bible study, adult religious ed. And the name of the program, it's a 10-week program, is Jesus, the Way, the Truth, and the Life. And they have a little breakfast first. They have coffee and juice and muffins and Danish, things of that nature. And then there's an audio-visual presentation on the screen, and then table discussion. So it's a great opportunity to share faith with other believers, other adults. You're always welcome. Just come on over, and she's a good teacher. She's a natural teacher. And we're getting a good response on a Friday morning, which we're delighted about. It's hard in the wintertime in the dark to come out at night. It's much easier for a lot of people to drive during the day. So it's going on, and come and join at any time. We'd love to have you. Now this weekend is going to be the 5th Sunday of the church year, the church calendar year. And the Knights of Columbus for the past 2 weekends we've taken orders for these big foot-long subs. So tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, they will be in the parish hall, and they'll be making over 100 of these subs, all with really good meat and cheese, tomatoes, onions, all of that. And then those who put their order in can pick them up after Mass, Saturday at 4, Sunday after the 8:30 and 10:30. And the idea is you have these big subs for the Super Bowl. And even though the Patriots aren't in it this year, that's okay. It's too bad, but you can still enjoy the subs, and you can get 2 or 3 meals out of them. They're huge. They're really big. And so they're $15 a piece. They always make extras. If you didn't order one, you probably can get one after Mass. They'd be happy to see you. It's one of our biggest fundraisers, the Super Bowl Sunday subs. So think of that. And of course, after the 8:30 Mass, we have faith formation for the younger parishioners. And we also have RCIA, Rite of Christian Initiation for Adults. They're calling it now the OCIA, the Order of Christian Initiation for Adults. And we have 5 adults who are getting ready for the Easter sacraments in April: baptism, confirmation, Eucharist. We also have some who are baptized, and that's it. They never got any of the other sacraments, so they're welcome to get into this. And it's beautiful because you do it as a community. You do it, it's not just me and God, it's us and God, which is really biblical. It's always the community of faith, huh? Jesus always dealt with us, with our brothers and our sisters. Now, tonight, Friday the 7th, we're having our monthly lock-in. And so that begins at 8 o'clock tonight and goes till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, from 8 to 8. And it's really quite good. The young people, grades 6 and up, 6th, 7th, 8th, and then high school are the peer group in the high school. And they have usually pizza, this type of thing, for dinner. And then they have different types of activities which are religious. There's always a different theme for each lock-in. And then they sleep overnight, and then they have breakfast in the morning, and their parents pick them up at 8 o'clock. So it's really kind of a lot of fun. You get to meet other young people, and you get to learn and share your faith. So pray for the kids now. This month's lock-in tonight at 8 o'clock. Tonight, the 7th of February. And then next month now, we're having our annual bingo. And that's a lot of fun. It's different generations, grandparents, parents, teenagers, young people. It's on Saturday, March the 8th. And put that on your calendar. People love to come. They come around, around 5 o'clock or so, and they have hot dogs for supper. They have hot dogs, and then the bingo begins. They have games for adults and kids, and all kinds of prizes. One of the rooms is filled with the prizes, and if you win, you can win and take a prize. Sometimes the prize is announced. It might be a gift certificate to Morrissey's or a gift certificate to Hannaford's, something like that. But it's always a great event, and I love to see the intergenerational activity where everybody's having fun together. So put that on your calendar, Saturday, March the 8th, for the annual bingo. Now, Diane Foley has written a wonderful book, and maybe you've read it. It's called American Mother. And what's going to happen here at St. Katherine Drexel on Sunday, the 16th of February, which will be a week from this Sunday, after the 8:30 Mass, between the 8:30 and the 10:30 Mass, Diane Foley will be in the parish hall, and you can meet her, you can talk with her, and you can purchase her book, and she'd be happy to autograph it and sign it for you. But we really want to support each other, and so she's so good to take the time to have the opportunity to meet with you individually. So next Sunday, the 16th, after the 8:30 Mass, around 9:30 to 10:30 for that hour, come and meet Diane and get a book. It's a well worth, once you read it, you can pass it on to family and friends. It really is well worth the effort. American Mother. We encourage everybody to come to church. Mass is at Saturday at 4 o'clock. The days are getting longer now. The sun is out a little bit longer. It's easier for folks who don't like to drive in the dark. Then Sunday morning at 8:30 and 10:30. We have singing at every Mass. And people do spend the time after Mass to talk to each other and gather together. So we want you to come and be with us. We have confession, reconciliation, forgiveness of sin, Saturday at 3 o'clock. Or anytime, let me know. I'll make time for you. And it's so important that we be at peace with God and be at peace with each other. The two big things that Jesus did was to forgive and to heal. And forgiveness is the greatest healing. When I have our sins forgiven, what could be greater than that, to be healed by God's mercy? And Jesus is God's mercy in the flesh. So come and join us. We'd love to have you. The door is open. God bless everybody.
Thank you, Father Cole, and thank you for tuning in to our weekly program. Remember, there's always something to do in and around Wolfeboro. If you would like to add an event to our program, please contact Wolfeboro Community Television Station at 569-0219 or send an email to wctv25@gmail.com. We hope to see you out and about, and we look forward to seeing you next week. With clear eyes and full hearts, I'm Adrian for Wolfeboro Community Television Station, bringing your community to view.